At 85, Chuck Norris, the legendary martial artist and action star known for his indomitable spirit, strength, and the iconic Chuck Norris facts memes, is now facing the harsh reality that even the toughest among us can't escape the ravages of time. For decades, Chuck embodied toughness and resilience, both on screen and off. Whether it was in his action-packed roles in films like Missing in Action or Delta Force, or his unforgettable portrayal of Cordell Walker in the hit TV series Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck became synonymous with invincibility. Yet, as he enters his mid-80s, the reality of his personal life has taken a heartbreaking turn, leaving fans and loved ones alike reeling. In recent years, Chuck has faced a slew of personal struggles that have turned the once unshakable figure into a man confronting his mortality. Known for performing his own stunts and enduring grueling fight scenes, Chuck's body is now bearing the brunt of those years of extreme physical exertion. Reports have emerged that he is battling severe back pain, joint issues, and the debilitating effects of aging, making it increasingly difficult for him to maintain the active lifestyle he was once known for. The man who could once take down an entire room of bad guys with his martial arts expertise is now struggling to even get out of bed without assistance. His once legendary strength, the stuff of countless internet jokes, is now a shadow of its former self. But Chuck's physical struggles are only part of the heartbreaking story. His personal life has been marked by the emotional toll of significant loss. In 2020, Chuck's wife, Gina O'Kelly, who has been his rock for nearly 2 decades, began battling her own health issues. Diagnosed with autoimmune diseases and chronic pain conditions, Gina's health deteriorated rapidly, forcing Chuck into the role of caregiver. For someone who had spent his life as a fierce warrior on screen, taking on the role of a caretaker for the woman he loved was a jarring and difficult transition. "I've always been strong, but caring for Gina has been the hardest fight of my life," Chuck has said in interviews. Watching her health decline, Chuck has often spoken of feeling helpless and emotionally drained, a far cry from the fearless hero fans once knew. To add to his personal pain, Chuck has also had to cope with the loss of close friends and family. In 2021, he mourned the passing of his younger brother, Wiley, from cancer. The emotional weight of losing a sibling who had been a constant presence in his life left Chuck reeling, adding another layer of grief to an already heavy heart. Chuck has always been a private man, preferring to keep his struggles away from the public eye, but the weight of these losses has clearly taken its toll on him. For many fans, it's heartbreaking to see a man who was once a symbol of invincibility, now facing the inevitable realities of aging and loss. Chuck's life story has always been one of perseverance, but the fact that even he is not immune to the passage of time makes his current situation all the more poignant. Once a man who could run circles around his younger co-stars and perform jaw-dropping stunts, he now finds himself slowing down, both physically and emotionally. His public appearances have become fewer, and when he does appear, it's evident that he's not the same man who once dominated the action genre. As he navigates his 80s, Chuck's ability to remain strong in the face of such hardships speaks volumes about his character. However, the reality is that the fierce fighter who once seemed invincible is now learning to come to terms with the limitations of his age and health. For his fans, it's a difficult and heartbreaking transition to witness. The man who became a cultural icon for his larger-than-life persona now finds himself battling the very forces he once seemed to have mastered: age, loss, and vulnerability. The tragic reality of Chuck Norris at 85 is a reminder that even legends are human, and no one is immune to the challenges that come with time. His struggles, both physical and emotional, are a stark contrast to the fearless persona he built throughout his career. It's a painful reminder that time, no matter how powerful you are, eventually catches up with everyone. For Chuck, his legacy as a symbol of strength and resilience will never be forgotten, but the quiet, painful reality of aging and loss serves as an all-too-human reminder that even the toughest hearts have their breaking points.